You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run to your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome to Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Iceman. Didn't put nothing out Sunday. Spent most of the day cutting grass. Just wasn't in the mood that night. So it's Monday night. Put something out. Probably it's not going to be super long. A few things I want to talk about. It's probably not going to be a funny episode. So just warning you now. Let's get the housekeeping out the way. We're going to, of course, talk about our full crew members and the Patreon. We got a new one, John Demink, if I'm saying it correctly. He's a full crew member. He needs to get in touch with me and let me know which mug he wants. We got Mr. Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Full crew member. Y'all go check out Burley Boards. Or your good-looking cutting board or something like that. We have Miss T-Bird, full crew member. Jim P, our race car driver. Y'all go check him out on Short Track Guy podcast. We got Mr. Hoppy Hopperson, our truck driving friend. We have Mr. Christopher DeMars, Z Palmer. We got Miss Lauren Stimson. We got Roy Spalding, Roy with an S, not Roy with a P. We got our girl from down under, JoJo. We got Miss Kaylee Norris and Tasha, our two girls from Washington. And always, our OG crew member, Miss Melissa Holstein. You know, if y'all would like a premium cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com and order your cigar. Use the promo code MotorCop15. You'll get 15% off your entire order. You know, get some delicious cigars while you're at it. You can always join the Patreon. 3 different groups. Like I said, I put out a lot of extra stuff over there. You can join up there if you want the extras. If not, stick around here and get the free stuff. We got the member page, the clubhouse. You can join that, answer a few questions. Join up, it's free. You can go to the website. All the links are at the bottom. MotorCopChronicles.com and check all that out. Of course, there's the Etsy store there. We got the new FYF Society shirts out. Fuck Your Feelings Society shirts are out. You can go check them out if you want. If not, we're going to jump right into this and get it started. Like I said, it was a non-interesting weekend. And today's Monday, so can't say there was much going on in the week so far. We'll say I did have we'll start out with something nice that happened to me today. Don't happen too often, but this actually happened. I stopped at a little local Dollar General store. Was on duty before. I was just grabbing me some beef jerky and some stuff like that, and I needed some batteries and stuff before I went out and started working, writing tickets this afternoon. And so I had some beef jerky, some some gummy bears, and what else I have? I had some stuff in my hand. Oh, some granola bars. A box of granola bars. Well, as I'm walking up to the register, I stopped and picked some batteries up for my LiDAR. And they got rechargeable batteries, but you just buy batteries. It's just easier. I bought some AAAs for the house. Well, on my way in, I see people. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, trying to be friendly, Well, as I'm walking up, this older lady, I say mid-60s, early 70s, so she's been there. She reaches out and she grabs all this snack food out of my hand. I'm like, hold on, what are you doing? And she's like, I want to pay for this. I'm like, no, ma'am, I can pay for my own stuff like that. And she just steadily snatched it. I'm like, ma'am, I said, I got this. I appreciate it. I got it. She's like, stop ruining my blessing and your blessing. Okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and argue with an elderly lady. So, excuse me. I've been worked a long day today. Come home and put something out. But anyway, she bought all my snack food. I bought my batteries. I said, I almost had lost words there a second. It don't happen too often. This lady, for no reason whatsoever, more than all I did was acknowledge her when I was walking into the store and saw her and asked her how she was doing. Not saying that had anything to do with it, but for no reason she decided to buy this stuff for me, even though I tried several times to get her not to. So I just want to say, appreciated it. Felt a little weird that happening. I'm not used to it, but I mean, it was a pleasant experience. You don't have that happen too often. People, especially in today's times, people want to just be nice to anyone, less a cop. So that did happen. I usually don't mention it, but I will this time, just in case some other people listening, because this was also an older black lady. Okay, I've told y'all before, and I've said it 100 times. I look at people as people. I treat people the way they treat me. I don't look at them as whatever color their skin may be. I look at their character, the type of person that they're being. And because to me, we're all the same. So something nice and good happened today, and like I said, it don't happen too often. So it felt good. It felt weird. I'm gonna tell you, it felt weirder now, but it felt good that this older lady decided she felt like doing this. So I appreciate it. And, I'll definitely be paying it forward down the line. So I always do that. I told y'all before that, sometimes just in the drive-through, which I don't go too often, but in the drive-through sometimes, I get extra money. I'll just randomly be that guy that buys pays for the person behind me. If I see somebody that don't have the money at the register, and I have to put something back, and I can see that they're buying stuff that they looks like they need, not a luxury item. I've paid for it before. I don't want recognition for it. It's just what I do. It's the way my parents did raise me up. So, like I said, it comes back at you. So, if any of y'all out there listening, y'all have the opportunity or the means to do it, do it just every now and then. Just, say and walk up and give somebody cash or nothing like that. I'm say, if you happen to be somewhere and you see somebody, oh, we don't have the money for that, let me put that back. Pay for it. Just pay for it. Don't put yourself out. Like I said, if you have the means to and can afford it, just do it. And then don't tell nobody about it. So now, made a few traffic stops today. And this was after this happened. I almost didn't go out and write tickets after this happened. Because I almost didn't want to go ruin some people's days by going out and issuing them tickets. I mean, I know it's my job. It's what I get paid to do. I mean, in all reality, you write somebody a moving violation. It's not the end of the world, but it does get in people's pocketbooks. And sometimes people can't afford it. But I went out and did it anyway, of course, I did end up letting like 3 or 4 people go on warning. Pulled over a kind of correctional guy transporting the inmate. Of course, I let him go. Pulled over a lady and her son. Her husband was a retired probation and parole guy. That was a warning. And pulled over this other girl. My damn ticket writer just didn't want to work, so I gave them a warning. Pulled over this nice couple from I believe Tennessee. Dropped the speed, but I still rode them. Nice older couple. I mean, didn't like writing the ticket, but I did. So, I mean, I wrote several tickets today. Like I said, I didn't want to after that lady did that. But I did, but nothing major. Didn't get cussed out or nothing. Real rude people or nothing like that. A lot of out of state people, like from up north today. Now tomorrow, I will be going to a funeral and a service with my wife. I don't know the person. It was I guess she was the guy's godmother, and dude was only like 24 years old. And he committed suicide. Like I said, I don't know him. I don't know what's going on in his life. Anything like that. Was anything bad enough to pray? Take yourself out? I doubt it. So, got to do that. So, that got me thinking. And, I know there's a lot of other podcasts out there on it and stuff like that. They talk about mental health and all that stuff in law enforcement, and they're way better and more versed in it than I am. I know it exists. I haven't had any friends in the job performance that I know of that committed suicide. I've had them die of on-duty accidents and stuff like that. Now, I know some people that have had to go get help to talk to people because of, thoughts or depression or stuff like that. My thing is, if you know, and this goes for everyone, not just in the law enforcement field, if you see one of your friends that's not acting right, don't just assume or, they're just having a bad day or they're doing it. Go ask them. Go talk to them. Go say, hey, man, you all right? You're not thinking about killing? I mean, don't walk up and say you're killing yourself. Don't do nothing like that. But just talk to them. In this line of work, somebody gets fired. Somebody gets transferred to a different department for punishment or something like that. The people, you don't even have to be friends with them. Maybe after a few days or whatever, just call and check on them. Hey, man, how you doing? I mean, you ain't got to be friends with them to do it. check up on people. If you think, you see somebody struggling, go talk to them. Get them to go to sit down and talk with somebody. Just think of how you're going to feel that this person does do something to himself, and you notice something, and maybe, just maybe, if you'd have talked to them or took the time out, just to ask them how they were doing, might have changed this whole circumstance. Especially being in law enforcement. Because in law enforcement, I'm going to tell you from my experience, what I've seen, okay. But when somebody gets put out on medical for like mental health reasons and stuff like that, they almost get shunned. Almost like it. They do. People in the department will act like you got the black plague, okay? Like it's gonna rub off on them or something. How we're spouting is, just big blue brotherhood. But when something like this happens and nobody or no one calls and checks up on that person and they act like the person's got the plague, it don't feel like much of a brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why it's got such a stigma in law enforcement, but reach out and talk to them. Be that person. I've done it lots of times. Of course, I don't know why some people don't do it, but of course, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me. You can like me, you can not like me, work-wise. But you know what? I call and check on people. Probably that other people don't even know that I even speak to, because it's nobody's business. And these people know that I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to keep their secrets. But you gotta be that person. If somebody does tell you something, it's not, somebody says they're going to go do something illegal or mass shooting or try to hurt themselves, I'm going to do what I have to do. But I'm not going to go blabbermouth around with the rumor mill saying, oh, guess what? Guess what so-and-so told me? Guess what so-and-so's going through? Guess what, this and that. I'm not going to do it. Somebody comes to me and tells me something, especially in confidence, that I'll take it to my grave. That's where, I guess, I don't know if it's old school or whatever, because I want to be honest with y'all. There's very, very few people that I completely trust in this world. I work with a lot of people. I'm a cop. That whole thin blue line thing. Just very few people I trust in this world that I will tell anything to. Two of them are my co-hosts. Because I know if whatever I tell them, it's not going to go nowhere. My wife. But there's very few people, that I will tell just whatever to. So, keep your circle tight. But if somebody comes to you in confidence, make sure it stays in confidence. Don't be that type of person. Just look out for people. Pay attention. If you see something, try to do the best you can. Don't shun people because they may be having a tough time with something. We see and do a lot of just nasty shit in law enforcement. A lot of stuff we see and have to experience is stuff that, some people will never experience in their whole entire lives. And you're going to deal with bad incidents. No telling how many times throughout your career. you're gonna deal with it. You're gonna come and I'll say deal with it. You're gonna encounter it. So just watch out. Just watch out for your brothers and sisters out there. Pay attention. Talk to them. And let them know. Be that person that they know they can talk to in confidence. That they know that you're not going to run off and tell everybody. Like I said, you don't want to be that person. Another thing that was kind of on my mind was since reading and seeing a lot of stuff, and we did some stories on it, is the younger people being hired in law enforcement. They got that guy that's real young, the chief. They just hired some 18-year-old working in jail. I've seen 18-year-olds working in jail. I don't know if I like it. This depends on the person. I'm going to put it that way. You have some 18-year-olds that have the maturity and mental capacity to deal with even working in a prison or a jail setting. Okay? And I'm not trying to I'm not dogging out correctional officers at all. It's a damn hard job. Because correctional officers have to deal with these pieces of shit for 12 fucking hours, their whole shift. Being a street cop, if I didn't make it, I might have had a good day. I didn't have to arrest nobody. So, correctional officers didn't go in, and they're going to have to deal with dirtbags all day. My thing is with the younger guys, you're going, especially working in a lockdown, it's a CO or something, in a detention facility. You have to have like I say, right, mental capacity. You have to have a very, very strong mind. It's not just about your training. You can train a cockroach to do something, okay? But once you get in that situation, you have people that are locked up that have nothing better to do than to sit there all day and try to figure out ways to screw you over or get you to bring shit to them. So, I'm not saying I don't think it's the best idea in the world, because they have some 18-year-olds that can handle the job. The problem is figuring out which ones can. Because you got to be very mentally strong, especially at that young age. Or you can end up in the jail as an inmate. Street cops, 18 years old, no way. Hell, I think I started out when I was 24, and I'll be honest with you, that was probably too young. You know, I'm a whole different cop than what I was back then. Thank God I had some good trainers and FTOs, stuff like that, and it's just, was I physically able to do it? Oh yeah, I was physically able. From the choices and decisions you have to make sometimes on the street, being at that young age, I know now exactly how I'd make them choices and decisions. But that comes from experience and age, life, just stuff that happens to you in life in general. To me personally, a lot in law enforcement, now dealing with different calls, mental health calls, domestics, stuff like that. When I'm trying to talk somebody into the back of a police car or an ambulance or something like that without having to get physical with them, would I talk to people a lot now? I use my own life experiences now. Stuff that I have personally experienced or witnessed or been through or you know, all that stuff like that. I can use that now. 24, 25, I really didn't have many or much life experience to pull from. And the job was a lot harder that way. You got some 20-something-year-old kid in a 40-something-year-old man's house, basically trying to get him to do something he don't want to do. This 40-year-old man don't want to listen to some punk ass wet behind the ear kid. So I'm just saying that's why it makes it more difficult. So hopefully these guys get some damn good FTOs and not a piece of shit FTO. So, but 18 in the jail, not totally against it. I just don't think it's a great idea. I just don't think it's the best idea in the world. So that's my opinion on that kind of stuff. I know it wasn't one of the funny ones I usually do, but like I said, not all of them are. Sometimes my mind goes to thinking about other stuff. Wednesday will be here shortly. I know being Freebird will be here. It'll probably just be us. I think Big Red's still on vacation in Tennessee. That's where they were at. And Freebird has a Fuzzy Hat meeting. So, but we'll be here Wednesday at 7. So I hope y'all come. That'll definitely be more entertaining, funny wise than this is. And I hope what I said made some sense to somebody or whatever. I could just sound like a rambling idiot. I have no clue. But that's what was on my mind last few days and today. So y'all be safe. Watch each other's back. And remember, smile, because Iceman could always be behind you.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm